Yeah, we're still in no green screen mode. It's gonna come back. Don't worry, it will. But right now, currently, sat on a bed. Welcome back to the Bears Den. Hi guys, how you doing? My name is codename BIGBEAR, or Stuart if you want to call me by my first name. Welcome to the Bears Den. So yeah, as I said, we're still in lo-fi mode. There's no green screen. It's all big old white walls at the moment. So first things first, Happy New Year. I know it's like a week or so then, some past New Year now. But you know, hi, how you doing? It's the first one I'm doing the entirety of 2022. We're going to be doing some more videos as we go. I've got a whole plan that I might actually execute on. But Bears Den is going to still be here. It's going to be here every fortnight from now on, and I'm going to try and get a video out every week, something to do with whatever I kind of fancy doing at the time. But one I want to follow up on is an Alan Wake focused series. Hopefully be podcasted as well, and we'll have Luke joining us as well from Respawning on that one. But back to the Bears Den. I've been watching a series of videos by a friend of mine, Martin Lejeune. There he is. I love this guy so much. He's one of my best friends in the entire world, and he's currently doing a series of videos. We're talking about writing novels and just writing in general. And it's been quite interesting to kind of see and hear his process and kind of see him become more comfortable in front of the camera as well as it comes along. He's doing very well for himself, and I'm happy to see that evolution happen. But one video he did recently, in the last couple of weeks or so, he actually decided to talk about novels he has read himself, ones he enjoyed at least anyway, that begin with each letter of his name. So I'm going to do something quite similar myself, but with video games instead, and with my Christian name, which is Stuart, S-T-U-A-R-T. And yeah, so I'm going to do that. 6 letters, 6 games. Let's talk about it right now, shall we? Today's video is brought to you by the letter S. S. Oh my, the first thing that popped in my head was Sunset Riders. I friggin' love Sunset Riders. It is one of my favorite games of all time. It is such a good game. There are questionable moments in it when it comes to the treatment of Native Americans, specifically Chief Wigwam. Already you can see how problematic that is. And it's even worse when you play the arcade version, which is actually the version you can currently get on the Switch when you are playing a couple of cowboys going through a Native American village, just massacring everybody, which historically that happened. But you shouldn't really be allowed to do that. And the version I'm talking about is the SNES version, where actually you go through this village and it's all other cowboys, and then the boss is Chief Wigwam. I've spoken about this game before. I genuinely love this game. It is one of my favourite arcade games of all time. It is a fucking great shooter. And by the way, I'm swearing now. It's just going to happen. Just be aware of it. But it's an absolutely brilliant shooter. You got some amazing levels. You got some ride along horse levels. You got a train chasing level. You've got just general kind of, I'm going through a little town, say Deadwood for instance, and I'm running across the back of cows levels and shooting bosses and whatnot. It's just honestly an amazing arcade game, and I absolutely adore it so much. I remember first playing it in the arcade, and it blew my mind how hard that was compared to the SNES version. But the SNES version is the one I'm talking about, and it's just an amazing game. So yeah, S, Sunset Riders. T, I really struggled with this one. My original thought was going to be Twisted Metal, but then I realised I'd never really played that much Twisted Metal. I just played the demo over and over and over and over and over again when it comes to the original PlayStation. I've never really played it past the original PlayStation either, because car driving destruction games just don't grab my attention all that much. Vigilante 8 was one of those, and Cell Damage, again, I had them. Meh, me personally. But yeah. So I have come up with The Punisher. The Punisher was an amazing game. I loved it. I played it so much. It was one of the very first games I truly 100%ed. And it was on the Xbox. The version I had was the Xbox version. And I played it on all difficulty settings. I played through every scenario I possibly could. I unlocked everything I possibly could. It wasn't actually that much to unlock. It was more just kind of comics and stuff to find. I did all the challenges as well. Killing one of the Nucci family with just headshots. That was so hard. Finishing the crack house level in under a certain amount of time. Again, like doing it as quickly as possible and learning every kind of cut corner thing you possibly could. Oh, it was so hard, but I loved that game so much. And The Punisher was just ace. It had a really cool story to it. Basic story, but a really cool story to it, which followed the comics quite well. In kind of story arc mode, you had some great villains to deal with. You had to deal with Kingpin, you had to deal with Bullseye, you had to deal with the Nucci family, you had to deal with the Russian. Yeah, there's loads of stuff in this game. I believe Jigsaw's in there somewhere. At least it's mentioned anyway. No, he is definitely in there. It's been a long time since I played it, to be fair. But I absolutely adored this game. It was just really great fun. And around about the time that game came out, the Thomas Jane film had been out, and I'm in love with that film as well. But then I also discovered the Dolph Lundgren film. I had a VHS cassette of it, and yeah, I watched that quite a lot, and I really enjoyed that film, even though it's arguably terrible. But no, I really enjoyed that one as well. Yeah, definitely worth a watch. You is another SNES game. You is another SNES game that I played again a lot. I mean, I religiously played this game. It was constant. Every time I come home, I'd play a few levels of this. I got really far in it, did really well in it. And it was Unirally, or Unicycles or something. Unirally here in the UK, at least anyway. You basically play Unicycle and you race across things, and you race across these pipes, and you gotta hop your way across. You're racing against other unicycles. You gotta do tricks against other unicycles. It was just a really cool game, and I can't believe that it got sued by Pixar because it was too close to a unicycle they did, even though all unicycles kind of look the same. So only much I can tell you about this game, other than just kind of have a look at this trailer. But one fun fact about Unirally is that the person that wrote the manual for it is actually somebody who was in a documentary I made about making a friend of mine, Alex Kellum, about making him famous, and it was called Making Kellum Famous, and you can find it on Martin's channel, in fact, actually, which is linked below. Find it. It was a documentary we made in college, so about 15 years ago. That's a long time. But we basically made a very silly little documentary. It's got a few surprises in there. It's good fun. But yeah, Unirally was part of it as well, which is quite fun, and I absolutely adore that game. I really, really do. If you've ever seen any of my videos and you listen to the beginning of this video, you probably guessed what A is already. A is Alan Wake. Alan Wake is amazing. 10 out of 10 game. Incredible game. Not going to bang on about it right now because it's just so good. But recently did a remaster, and I played that, and it was awesome, and I loved it. And they recently announced a sequel, and I haven't had a chance to talk about the sequel yet. And the sequel's coming out, and I can't wait. And the sequel's going to come out, and it's oh my god, there's a sequel coming out of Alan Wake 2. Finally, after 10 years, there's finally a sequel coming out. There's a sequel coming out. There's a sequel coming out. There's a sequel coming out, and it's actually a full-on sequel, not like American Nightmare. It was just Resident Evil 4 is on because Resident Evil 4 is incredible. It's such a great game. But most Resident Evil games can be kind of thrown into the slot, really. But Resident Evil 4 in particular is a game I bought on, like most people, every console I have that has been available on. And I played it to death, and I love this game. I played it through on the hardest difficulty once, and then decided, do you know what? I only really like playing this game on normal. It's really annoyed Luke recently about this. I just told him I will never play it on the hardest difficulty setting. He's like, yeah, but you can platinum the game on this. I just don't care about platinums and trophies anymore and achievements anymore. Resident Evil 4 is one of the most perfect games of all time. That, alongside with Dead Space as well, is very up there as two of my favourite horror games of all time. And yeah, if I didn't really have it on here, it'd be quite silly of me. Resident Evil 4 is just, yeah, amazing game. Amazing game. One I love and adore, and I play through at least once a year. And the final T to spell out Stuart is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Any version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, really. I say any version. Specifically the PlayStation, the N64, and the recent remaster of it. I just love Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in general. The first 4 games are phenomenal. They are so good. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 in particular is one that really, really got me involved with that whole side of things. Again, it was a demo I played a lot, but I got really good at getting the lines in my say. I got really good at doing like wall tricks and stuff, and it didn't have manuals then as well, as you had to really be good at just kind of chaining tricks and hopping across grind levels and that kind of thing. You have to be very good at that. And the levels in that game were so good, and the fact you could play as Spider-Man in the original version, so good. Oh, I love Spider-Man. I've got my copy of the N64 is somewhere. I just need to get an N64 to play that game, and eventually I'll be doing playthroughs on all of those games as well. All my N64 and SNES games. All my N64 and SNES games. Sorry about that. For another series that I'll be going through, I'm going to be based playing through my childhood games as much as I possibly can, and I'm going to have fun with that. But yeah, that's going to be another thing there. So to sum up, games that I quite enjoy using the first letter of my name, first letters, well, not the first letters, using the letters of my name for the first letters of the game. Oh god, this is so complicated, but basically it is Sunset Riders, The Punisher, Unirally, Alan Wake, Resident Evil 4, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. They are all great games. I recommend you playing them in any way you can. And yeah, basically that's today's video. Oh well. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Yeah, we do have more videos coming, or at least I do have more videos coming in respawning. If you do like them, again, please like them and share them. If you just think I ramble too much and I think I'm an idiot, I am looking at getting audio cues and actually writing these whole things out properly eventually. But for now, we'll deal. But put comments below. Let me know what you think. But guys, have yourself a great day, and don't forget to be nice to each other.